Why is it
So
alive?
happy.
Happy, yes.
So happy
That's
we're
what we.
alive.
That's what we call it.
Actually, Brute's not alive. He's frozen to death.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm a dead man.
I managed to survive though.
Whew, aren't you cool? So I found this neat little game in my list. Uh, called Home. Never played it. No idea what it's about. So it's a horror game. It was 49 megabytes, so we decided to do that real quick. In the meantime, um, after finishing, we were here. Do you want out, cat? Come up here. The game will be saved automatically at certain points. However, we recommend that you put aside an hour and a half and complete Home in a single sitting. Oh, it's only an hour and a half? We can probably do that in one sitting.
Yeah.
Turn up the sound, turn off the lights. Yeah, alright. I gotta let the cat out anyways. You want out, Sweet Pea? Come on. Did you hear me out?
Yes.
Lights off. Lights off, turn up the sound. We'll just pretend it says have friends with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have friends.
All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Hello?
So you shouldn't have friends with you.
No. Oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. I like reading it as melodramatically as possible.
Uh-huh. You're so calm and chill about this. It's fine.
A flashlight. That house. Where was I? Yo, what? There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? We live? Metal Gear. Ah! Cat!
Oh, it's a cat.
Cat!
Okay. I think we found the killer already.
Okay, let's go downstairs before we leave.
Yeah.
I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. Oh, on that note then, let's go back upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't want to try to find a way out yet. I don't want to see what's in this room. Computer. The desk had a computer and some papers on it, and a single drawer. But I didn't want to snoop. But did I open the drawer? All right, guys, did I open the drawer?
Yes, you did. You always open the drawer.
I opened the drawer. How do I say yes? Yes. Okay. I click. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? Is that it? I really shouldn't have been going through this stuff, getting my fingerprints everywhere. Uh-oh. Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh, man. I had to get out of there.
First, you might want to change your pants.
Nah.
Nah, it's fine.
I mean, you have blood all over them.
Nah, that's good. The shelf was full of books of local history and hunting. It seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. What the hell? An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. A black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guessed. There was no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it?
The photo? Sure.
A photo of the dead man? Yeah, alright.
Sure,
I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. I don't know why that guy sounds like knockoff Solid Snake, but there you go.
Yeah. But then again, the guy admitted there was no reason for him to keep it.
The hell?
I don't know.
A thin, gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic but exhausted. Did I free it?
Yes.
Yeah, free it. Be nice.
This is gonna be like that dog. Hey, look, it's that dog.
It's that dog.
Ooh. A collection of rusty tools. These looked like they've seen a lot of use and were caked in damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? A photo similar to the old one I picked up. It had been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I press the switch?
Sure.
My mother's home. To press smoothly into the wall, I heard a far-away click somewhere.
Far away.
Click.
Click. Click. There were scribbles of all kinds of random scraps of paper and notes about some kind of water tower. Did he mean the one by the old train yard? Oh, did he?
Is there one by the old train yard?
Is there an old train yard? Thought it might be in here. Guess I was wrong. Best part of waking up. Ah! You didn't hear that.
No, it's Silent Hill. Mike, is it 4?
Oh yeah,
The
4.
one with that chain door.
Yep, that's 4. The switch in the wall appeared to have unlocked the door. What? We don't want to be in here yet, I don't think.
No, I have a feeling we don't.
The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. Alright then. That's part of waking up. Here. It looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes.
Now, is it blood or mud, man? There's a difference.
The bathroom was spotless. Everything had been wiped to a mere sheen. I wondered... I wondered if it was the man's wife who did the cleaning or him. That's relevant.
Totally.
There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops.
Why do you have undeveloped film in your bathroom?
It's not his bathroom.
I mean, you know, it's...
The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out.
Or move the furniture? I mean...
But his legs hurt.
You untaped the thing?
No.
The door, it's not taped anymore.
What? What?
Ooh.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
scary. Hello, mouse. Goodbye, mouse. Cause
Maybe
and effect.
it's okay the mouse did it.
Yeah, the mouse chewed away the.
Be kind
the
and see the
ropes or whatever.
results. I got an achievement for freeing the mouse. There were sheets of
Yay.
paper all over the kitchen table. It looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged to read. I could only make out a few of the notes. Keycard, Ocker, last one, I promise. It didn't make much sense at the time. Yeah, alright.
Use a key card on a locker. And it's the last one.
I promise. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I must have moved it, right? Or were you keeping something in?
Were you keeping something in?
I heaved the box forward and it finally gave. Geronimo? There's a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder?
Sure.
I like how we said yes to everything so far.
Yeah.
I looked again at the photo and found the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. The footprints in the dirt looked like more than one kind, and a lot of traffic.
Dun, dun, dun.
Places all over were marked on the old map of town, the industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town all of the last few years. Wait. There were photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information.
You looked around pretty thorough.
I checked every room, right? Work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun? I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I?
No.
I didn't even want to touch the thing. Better I left it right where it was. It was so dark down there. The air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? I love this snake voice I'm doing.
Yeah.
The desk looked old and was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old, faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out. Liquid!
Head.
They were scratched out in illegible notes. Illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I can only make out a few letters. He, Iv, E, He, L, R, F, O, Ro. Okay.
Yeah.
None of it made any sense to me.
Me either.
Wah, wah. That's a ladder. Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. Their labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings.
Do not eat.
It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom, something wet.
Ew. Ew.
I reckon this is some kind of homemade rack slung together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they?
Nah. They just put it there for decoration.
I like my house looked like a medieval torture dungeon.
Hmm?
There looked to be bones half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. The faded clothes that stuck up amongst the dirt looked familiar. They looked like the clothes that woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? I sure hope not.
What is this?
What is this? I don't know why I find voicing characters and stupid stuff like this so fun.
Hope this isn't Chris's
I
blood.
hope this isn't Chris's blood. This rock looks like an alien.
Yes, it does.
Some kind of old boxes. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing here? Okie dokie.
You have a stock.
Bats! Ah!
Did you stumble into the bat cave?
I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. Okay. I don't remember if I jumped down there or found another way. It looked to be a long way. Did I jump down? Did I jump down?
No. Let's find another way that doesn't
Yeah.
involve... Let's find another way that doesn't involve jumping down the we don't know how deep pit.
Maybe there was some other way to get down there without risking any more injury to my leg. Can I go across? Okay.
That's a skeleton.
Ah, there was whispering in here!
Ugh.
There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? I say yes.
Yeah, take it.
Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend.
And there's skeleton man.
I don't want to be in here.
Skeleton man.
Skeleton man! The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? Yes.
Yes.
I could hear a faint hum, and the smell from before started to get worse. A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out. Danger due to cave-in.
Keep out.
So we keep on exploring anyway, cause screw you, warning.
That's really loud. Hang on. Okay. Sorry about that. It was really loud. Kind of hurt my ears. My hands tingled from the burn of sliding down that rope. Why didn't you just put your feet to the wall and climb down? It was lucky that I found that. Who knows what would have happened if I had jumped down. Still, it was all I could do to have rushed out of that awful place, that rack, those terrible tools. What the hell was going on back there? The metal door groaned as I leaned into it, causing my heart to skip a beat at the sound. As I peered ahead into the dark of the next room, I worried that I should have taken that gun I saw. But me? With a gun? I like how he made one really safe decision and then like one really stupid decision in not taking the gun.
Yeah.
There was dirt in the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it.
Oh no.
Ladder up, a door.
Door.
I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was that? Exit? I don't want to go to the exit yet. A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife?
Yeah.
Yeah, take the knife.
Somehow the knife seemed a better idea than the gun in that tunnel. I love
So we have some weapon.
I love solid Excuse me? The door was locked. There was a musty smell coming inside. Turn the valve? Turn the valve. I wasn't sure what those valves are for. Did I turn it anyways? Thoughts?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Great. Smart idea. I like it. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. Alright.
Know how it works. Let's just hit buttons until it works.
I wasn't sure what those valves are for. Did I turn it anyways? Yes. Those valves are for. Did I turn it anyways? Yes. I wasn't sure what those valves are for. Did I turn it anyways? Yes.
Yes. Turn all
Yeah.
of it.
Turn all the valves.
The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. Can I use this yet? Through the dust, I could see handprints from previous use, probably from whoever worked in those sewers. Alright, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we take the exit door, or do we see what that ladder was all about?
We can see what the ladder was about.
Yeah, could be something.
Exploration.
Explore. What the hell? Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take the tape?
Sure.
Wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but I took it anyway.
Exactly. Maybe we could find a VCR and watch it.
And then it'll be Lisa from Silent Hill being like, "Why?
Why would you do this?
Why is this child alive?"
There was a
Then it
rusty.
was Eve talking about mitochondria.
There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. Oh. Alright. Maybe if I turn these valves. Looks like I turned off the water flow in this valve. Oh. Alright. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off its flow. Did I turn it? Yes. Thought I could turn this valve of water shut off its flow. Did I turn it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yee.
Turn them all off.
Looks like I have to turn this water flow off in this valve. Alright, cool. Was there any more? No. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. What? Didn't I? Maybe there's another set of pipes I gotta go look for. Time to explore.
Explore.
Ah, there was similar dirt on my own shoes. I did not want to go back into those tunnels. It seemed better to press on. Okay, what's up there? An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there, but it was so high up that it must have been a sore landing. Oh, like a sore enough landing to give someone a leg injury?
Oh,
Mhm.
really?
I'll make sure I didn't miss a pipe or something. The door was locked. There was a musty smell coming from inside. I feel like that's probably the door that has the last pipe, but I don't know what to do. Because there's like red pipes too. Thought I could turn this water valve to shut off his water. Turn it? Yes. That was still active. Did I turn it again? Yes. Looks like I turned off the water flow in this valve. Okay, so I just missed. You do it more than once. That's a little silly. Okay, there we go. Looks like I could turn off the water flow in this valve. Okay. Finally got it. Used to turn it like a dozen times.
Makes sense.
Kind of annoying though. That 2 is a Z.
Yep.
Why don't you ditch this popsicle stand? Hey, I like popsicles. What's this? Looks like the water's drained out of the grate in the wall. There was a small metal key left floating in a shallow pool of rancid water. Take it. I pocketed the small key, but it was so odd-shaped I had no idea what it might open.
I'm sure we'll find the door here soon enough.
That's for neither of us to know and all of us to find out. The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? The door was locked. I could see a faint light within. Oh my goodness. I found another dead body, a sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been
Ooh.
stabbed repeatedly. There was a keyring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it?
Yes.
Yes. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys out of his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. I was feeling even more sick from seeing another dead man. I didn't want to get any more blood on my clothes. The hell is that? There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. I couldn't help but wonder if someone was watching me from the other side. From the other side.
Go try that door that was just locked and there was a light coming from within.
There was a hint of fresh air here. I must have been near an exit, but I wondered, what did the key I found the sewer worker do, and what was on the videotape I found? Alright. I will follow your suggestion.
I mean, you do just have keys, and guy seems to work here at the facility.
I used the keyring to unlock the door. Oh, you're right. That's the worst thing.
I know.
The shelf full of security tapes was strictly organized, though covered in dust. Looked like that tape I found was the one missing from the shelf. There was a dusty VCR on the security desk. I wondered what was on the VHS tape I found. Did I play the tape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
And it was 6 hours of C-SPAN.
Oh no, the videotape showed a man right here in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and was stretched like someone had tampered with it. It looked like there could have been 2 men. I couldn't stand to watch that video again. Okay.
No, I will not.
Wonder what was on the tape and why it was thrown out.
Maybe it was the tape we picked up.
It was.
Yeah, that's probably.
Great. This must have been the other end of that ventilation shaft. Whoever used it could have gotten past that flooded room with this. Okay. The knife I now carried in my boot weighed heavily upon my mind, as did my sore leg. The thought of that videotape, though, still gave me chills. Who was it that didn't want to be seen? And what was in that locked room? As I climbed that ladder, I felt a terrible need to get out as soon as possible. Reaching the top, I pushed on the heavy lid above me, and the putrid smell of that sewer gave way to the scent of pine trees.
Yay, pine trees.
We made it out.
Those are eyes!
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Oh.
see you. I see
Yeah.
you. Oh, that makes
Okay, folks, we made it out. Just get back in the car and drive off.
an old ladder leading up to the ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder?
Yes.
Sure.
I
why
popped the
not?
latch and brought the ladder down. Pop that hatch. Well, I guess let's check out what's on top of the water tower.
May as well.
Bats! It's like the Scooby-Doo opening. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. Thought it was mine. Did I take it? Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I folded the wallet and returned it to my back pocket. It looked nicked up somehow and really worn. There weren't any cards or ID in it. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. From the railing I could see over the woods and down to the entrance sewers. Had I come through here before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. Like a dead sewer worker?
Claw marks.
There's like a busted hole out of the side of this thing. Da 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 da. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit, and I heaved open the rusty door.
Rusty door.
Rusty door. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly.
What's over here?
Nothing. Da 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 da. This is like another house. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the decrepit structure. We didn't check the rest of the woods, but I guess we'll just keep seeing what's over here. No sense turning around now.
Nope.
I'm gonna end up slipping into the snake voice all the time.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was the train route connected to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course, the map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked. And the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower, and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? Minding his own business, probably.
Yeah, having having a map of the area, that's not too uncommon. I mean,
In the torn opening of that ruined train, there were heaps of dirt and stale water. At the bottom, I thought I saw a scrap of cloth. As I looked closer, I could see that it was definitely some kind of nylon, maybe a windbreaker, or some other outdoor clothing. This voice is actually straining my throat pretty hard. There was too much of a mess on the ground to see any kind of footprints, but someone or something had definitely trod a regular path. Alright. Turns out this voice is a little bit more difficult to keep up than I thought.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Lackwad!
Blackwad.
Lackwad!
Brother.
Brother!
brother, I've been waiting
I've
for
been
this.
waiting for this. The ancient ticket booth was falling apart and covered in dust and grime. Stacks of paper lined the counter, faded remains of old schedules and reports. Among the papers were newer-looking sheets covered in scribbles and illegible notes. Come to think of it, the man in the house had kept similar scribbles hidden on his bookshelf, and he had notes on the outside of the water tower, too. I guessed he could have been coming here, but why? What was he using this old train station for? Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Okay then. go to the left yet? Yeah, there's nothing. Did I just get messaged on Discord?
Oh, yeah, in the one chat.
Oh. What time is 7:30 EST?
6:30 our time.
Oh, that's before
Yeah.
we're gonna start. Okay, I was just curious. Just curious. Do do do.
There
Oh,
were eyes again.
okay.
Uh,
That's the way we came out. So we have to go this way. We've gone up the water tower. We've gone. Okay, that's that. What's to the left? We haven't gone this way, I don't think.
Don't.
No, we definitely haven't. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I had seen. Whoever was poking around those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. What? No.
Going into the woods.
I want to see what's over here first.
And suddenly it's Gabriel Night too.
Excuse me. Trampled in the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. Wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Duh.
Yes.
Yes.
I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license, too. Through the fence, I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Is this just... Okay, yeah, it is just... 2 ways to the same... What the hell? What the hell? There was some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook there, too. Did I read it?
Yes.
Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after worn page of names and lists. None of it made sense to me. The newest page contained several names: Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Rachel? Rachel? No!
No.
Her name was the last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. Reminds me of a scene in, I think it was Billy Madison. Dude just takes lipstick and crosses out names. I think it was Billy Madison. I don't remember. A few embers still burned within a fire pit. Who was camping here? Was it... Liquid!
Blackwood!
One of the 2 folding chairs, camping chairs, was knocked over and there was beer spilled everywhere. Where did the campers run off to in such a hurry? It was a cheap 2-person dome tent, though through the screen on the front I could see 2 sleeping bags, backpacks, and a small cooler. Alright. Alright.
Well, they can't. Well, there's still embers in the fire pit. They haven't been gone too long.
What the hell is this? No, no! Don't look! Don't... Wait, no. Don't go in? Don't
Don't.
look?
Don't.
No, no. I'm going in.
Despite all the warnings.
The grimy sink had a small patch that looked almost clean.
Almost.
Almost.
A musty wooden plank propped up the stall door. It didn't really seem useful. Did I bother to take it? Always. You always take random junk you don't think you need. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure why, but I took the plank.
It's adventure game logic.
Naturally.
Yes.
If you can pick it up, take it with you.
Especially when you have infinite inventory. I
Mhm.
mean, where is this guy putting all this stuff?
His bag of holding.
I mean, they're like the key, the picture. Yeah, you can see him putting that stuff in his pocket, but he's carrying around a plank of wood now.
Metal Gear.
It's like in Space Quest 3, like when he puts the ladder in his pocket. Like, you jam the ladder into your pocket. Ouch.
Ouch.
Is that a ladder in your pocket? A dry old picnic table sat lonely amongst the trees. It had carvings and marks from years of previous campers. As I tried to read some of the names and the marks, I idly thumbed the knife I'd found. If I wanted to, I could have carved something on that table, did I?
Yes.
With a few crude strokes, I etched a simple design of the wood, R plus H. I felt like a teenager defacing the table. Rachel plus Hank? Howard? Harry. The plank I found was long enough to form a crude bridge, but I wasn't sure if it would hold. Did I use it?
Yeah. I mean, what else are you going to use the plank for?
Walk the plank. Played a musical sting. Two bodies, two young women, were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave between the trees. The young-looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. They deserved better than that. Did I clean up the gravesite?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I tried to cover them up a bit more, and I closed the young woman's eyes. I fashioned a crude marker. I wasn't sure why, but I felt I had to do something. The girls weren't carrying IDs, so I couldn't determine their names. I only hoped that whoever had done this had done it quickly. I wondered now if they had a phone or something at their campsite. Maybe I could call for help. I've been to their campsite. They don't have a dang thing.
No, they don't.
Did I cross back over to the other shore? Yes.
Yes. Go to the other side.
A terrible tragedy is the achievement I just unlocked. Piece together what happened in the woods. End your story by leaving is one of the achievements I could have. See you guys! I'm out! Later! Later, Gator.
I've had enough. I'm leaving.
That's it, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Like Sonic in Sonic CD. If you leave him idle long enough, he just leaves.
That's costing you a life.
Yes, thus costing you a life. I'm out of here.
Yes, Cavill.
Cabin wants to play. Those two girls I found by the river. In a van down by the river. Were they on the list? Why was Rachel's name here? I had to get home. I honestly don't know exactly where I'm going here. Oh, okay. Guess we'll just go back. Maybe there's something else I missed somewhere. Oh my gosh, my back. Oof.
Nice.
Eyes.
The eyes.
That's where I came from, right? The lid had fallen on the entrance there, and it was stuck shut. Alright, so I guess back left. Die, die, die.
Die, die, die.
Die, die.
Why
Reaper,
won't
all of a
you
sudden.
die?
Suddenly a Reaper.
It's suddenly Reaper. Die, die, die.
Did I put this up here? Or was someone else carrying it? What? Was someone else carrying it? Carrying what? It was getting cool up there, and I was shivered with an uneasy sense of what was to come. How did I get home from here? Good question. I would like to know the same thing. I didn't mean to go back up. Okay. Why? Why? Why?
Justice reigns from above.
Justice reigns from above.
Does it really, though?
Sure, why not?
It does when there's a bunch of rockets raining down on you.
I think justice reigns wherever it damn well pleases in that case.
Well, yeah, true.
I mean, who are you to tell justice no? I couldn't be sure why the man had come to the station before, but it seemed obvious that he had. Yes, quite.
Yes.
Yes. Quite.
Yes.
Yes, quite.
Twirly mustache.
What's in this door? Oh. Oh, the train again. Is there something I missed here? The wind is biting through my thin clothes, and I wasn't sure what else to make of this place. Okay, well. Alright then. I guess that's that. I don't know where else to go. Obviously, I'm missing something. The sorry condition of that place seemed sad somehow, but also ominous. My throat's starting to hurt a little bit.
That's not good.
I didn't expect to read so much. If I did, I wanted to pick Solid Snake's voice. My sorry excuse for a Solid Snake voice, I should say.
We could help out with the reading if you want.
That's up to you.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's like a storytelling. I read some of the other names and notes on the table surface. Rytron, Kubar, Uncle Phil, Henry, Daniel,
R.I.P. Uncle Phil.
David, Jenny. Seemed like the table had seen a lot of use over the years.
No need to go back that
I
way.
blame Phil. This is always Phil's fault.
God damn it, Phil!
God damn it, Phil!
That's just flat out unheard of, uncalled for, Phil. Okay. I guess we're shooting for 9 EST?
Yeah, how close to the 9.
Alright, that's a little bit later.
Yep.
Yep.
That's cool. Now I can figure out where to go! It's this way. It's the campsite again. By the looks of it, the fire hadn't been extinguished. Just died out over time. Olivia? Daphne? The inside of that tent was suffocating. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's Saturday.
Yep.
It's the weekend
It's the weekend.
where I don't have to work.
But everybody's working for the weekend.
My work has just been stressful lately.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because it makes you feel any better. Unemployment's been stressful lately.
Yep.
The washroom stall was filthy and disgusting. I wanted to get away as quickly as possible.
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 Possible. It scares me.
There wasn't much in the way of clean water here, but the sink did work.
Now you can wash your hands.
Yay.
Yep.
Let's say, so now where do I go?
No.
Oh, no, no.
No.
Please, no.
No.
What am I missing here? Where do I go?
I don't know. I don't know.
Some of the other names and notes on the table. Sarah, okay, we read all these. Let me go,
Jenny.
Jenny.
It's like Microsoft Sam. The plank I found was long. Okay.
I've already gone over here. I'm just double checking. The girls weren't carrying IDs, so I've already read this dialogue before. I wonder now if they had a phone or something at their campsite. We've checked like 4 times.
Maybe if you go back to the campsite, maybe you can find something.
I went back like twice now. Did I cross back over to the other shore? Yes. Everybody's working for the weekend. There's got to be something over here, though.
Going through the bushes.
Just taking a walk through the bushes. Okay.
By the looks of it, fire had been extinguished, but had just died out over time.
Olivia, Daphne,
Daphne?
Daphne. Nothing in the
They're
tent.
suffocating.
That is when they learned airtight tents weren't a good idea.
This is our human testing phase.
Yes.
Were they on the list? And why was Rachel? Okay, we've read this before too. Crawling in. I'm back here again! Ah!
Yeah.
I don't know where to go. I'm so sincerely confused. I don't know where to go.
What am I fighting for?
What am I fighting for?
The world may never know.
That's a cop-out.
Well, but it is how it is.
Oh, here we go. The sign was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. Okay, finally.
Yes, Cavill?
Yeah.
Would you like... I had finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Good, let's get out of this place.
Never.
Yeah.
The forest started to thin out a bit, and through the trees I could make out parts of the town beyond, and the first hints of light. The mysteries of that forest were behind me, but I could still feel them on my neck like a warm breath. Those girls I had found, someone had taken them from their campsite and murdered them. Was it the same person who had left that odd notebook? I was even more eager to get somewhere safe and to find a way to reach Rachel. Wow.
Yes, Cavill?
Wow.
Yeah, Cavill is a cute face.
Wow.
Meow. Come on.
Wow. It's starting to get dark outside, so it's actually getting dark in my bedroom now.
Mm-hmm.
As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a machinist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Never look back, never surrender.
Never give up. Never surrender.
The last locker? No? Okay. Oh, here we go. One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. Old work clothes had been picked through, and a few photos and notes had been ripped off of the door and spread around. Okay, we've already read this. door was locked shut, and there was a little electronic box under the handle. A sign was pasted to the front that said, "Danger, closed for repairs."
Closed for repairs.
There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, shaking off to the other parts of the factory.
Wait,
There
what?
are 4 lights.
The metal was starting to wear, and cobwebs had collected on the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. There was an open fence outside. Should I go check that before I do anything else? Should I go upstairs? Let's check that.
Sure, yeah.
Side of the factory. Ah! Found the body of a security guard, just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his?
Well, now it's ours. Teehee.
Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet, now this. Did I retrieve my watch? Naturally.
Yes.
The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyway.
Just
Wished I could
for the
remember.
principal thing.
Why was all my stuff missing?
And other people were having it. Eh.
I saw the blunt wound in the guard's head and looked again at the flashlight I was carrying. Oh no. Please.
So someone killed him with the flashlight.
That sucks. What a way to go.
Yeah.
Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. What did it say? I'll tap out for a second. Someone else.
Okay.
Someone else want to read this thing?
Norman
Nope.
took over. Oh, go ahead.
Doesn't matter.
Go ahead. I already
Norman
read some.
took over a general store after the factory closed. He, Rachel, and I would go to lunch every now and then. Rachel liked him because he seemed more positive despite the setback. I don't think I could say the same about. I don't think I could say the same about me.
Excuse me.
A power panel. Looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch?
Yes.
Yeah. Always.
The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped inside, but hold on, sorry, let me so I know how to read, people.
I don't believe.
Yeah, I'm full screenifying this inside, but was scratched out and the face was unrecognizable.
Neat.
Yep. There was a
Oh, look, another power panel. Let's push this switch too.
yeah, it's another power panel. I should hit the switch again.
Shut tight. Cards on that. Okay.
Okay. Switch puzzle.
Oh, hey. We need to hit this one again. Okay, did I try it again? Yes. Okay. There we go. Ba-da-da-da-da. What's this? Old brick table. A layer of dust and grime. It only means seeing this sting more. Oh, that's unfortunate. Lockers? Lockers.
Yep, more lockers. Another taped door.
Door been hastily boarded up. This one's boarded up.
Oh. I'm sure the mouse can still come and help you.
This is Norman's locker. The door was dented like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when he worked there. Another panel that I hope could help me get the power back on. Yes.
Yes.
A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Yes, always take a hammer.
Always use it.
As I took the hammer, I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf. That's interesting. I keep seeing my hand shadow and like looking over, thinking there's something there.
Mm-hmm.
The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card. We took the card. I slipped the key card into my pocket. Another panel that I hoped could help me get the power back on. Did I push the switch? Did I push the switch?
Yes.
Yes.
Push the switch.
Uh-oh.
Push the switch.
Okay, there we go. I hope it can help me get the power back on. Did I push the switch? Yes. Did I push the switch? Yes. There we go. I don't really know what's going on in this game yet. Besides the fact that I'm pretty sure we're the murderer. At least that's an ending that's possible.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we were too. It just.
At least that's there has to be at least an ending where that's the case.
Yeah. I mean,
On board this door. Struck with the hammer, the old wooden boards came apart easily. After I had removed the planks, I left the hammer on the floor. Why? This was my locker. There in the factory. It stank of booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it had been torn up. I thought I had taken that picture home when the factory closed.
Yup.
There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wondered if the man in the house had something to do with this. He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. Remember if this is one of the doors with the magnetic thing? Yes. The keycard I found seemed like it would pass through this reader. Did I use the keycard? Yes. I slipped the card through the old reader and it turned the handle. Only one option, I guess. There was some kind of ventilation hatch there. It looked like I could jump up to the room below. My leg would hurt enough as it was, but I couldn't see another option. Did I jump?
if there's no other option, I mean.
Yeah. Jump.
Molly.
Oh man, my leg hurt like hell.
Ow.
Ow.
But he walks like normal, so whatever.
Yeah.
There was a crumpled up letter on the floor. It had been scratched out heavily, and it was hard to make out. Did I try to read the letter? Naturally.
Yeah.
Most of the letter was violently scratched out with what looked like to be a ballpoint pen. All I could make out was, need to. Just don't drinking, need Norman. Who was Norman writing this to? Probably you.
Just don't drink the bleach.
Jeez.
Okay, Phil.
I stepped out of
Don't eat. Stop eating Tide Pods, Phil.
You just dated the VOD here.
Yeah.
You just dated this real bad. I stepped out of the factory, glad to be rid of its smell and of its memories. I couldn't stop thinking about the room with the bottles in it. Was that guard I found outside really drinking up there? What about Norman? And who had rooted through all those lockers? I couldn't tell where I was as I looked around, but I figured I needed to get to a road to get my bearings. Maybe Norman could help. His store wasn't that far from the turnoff to the factory, if I remembered correctly. Norman's gonna be dead.
Mm-hmm.
Or walking just fine for someone who hurt their leg twice over. Is that supposed to be chest hair? Right there?
Maybe? Because it matches his...
Yeah, it matches his
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
Nothing? Okay. The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food and slick black bags. I saw a thin, greenish corner poking out from one of the bags. It was my driver's license, but it looked damaged. Take it back. Cleaned the card off as best I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed that I found my credit card, and now this? I tucked the card into my wallet next to my credit card. Sounded like it was going to start raining again. Good. I had entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet, except for the faint sound of a television. The entrance to the front of the store was locked from the inside. Although I couldn't just pop it open, I needed a key. There was a bit of blood in the keyhole, naturally. Upstairs we go then. Oh, nice.
Totally.
Hey, Norman. Oh, no. Couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my coworker and one of the few friends I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood. It looked like he'd been stabbed or something trying to get up. Norman, you deserved better than this. Did I close his eyes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace or if I just couldn't stand to think anymore about what was going on. Quickly, I closed Norman's eyes. Sorry, Norman.
Sorry we killed you, Norman.
The TV still flickered some indecipherable channel. I couldn't make out what was on the screen, but that glow just gave me the chills. Okay. R.I.P. Norman. The poor bastard. I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there were water rings from 2 cups still there in the wood. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through the mess, did I? Did we dig through the trash?
No, we didn't dig through the trash for no reason.
No.
No reason. I think the reason is adventure game logic.
All right, go ahead.
Oh no, I was already
All right.
exhausted and filthy. I didn't want to keep rooting around in the garbage.
I mean, let's go root around in Norman's garbage. Why?
Maybe there's evidence in there. I don't know.
Yeah, probably evidence that we killed Norman.
Evidence is evidence, my dude. Despite the shock of already finding Norman in that state, seeing this turned my stomach just as much. It was one of Rachel's old fall coats. What was it doing there? Was she okay? She dead, I'm sure. There was a well-maintained gun cabinet here in Norman's room. I didn't know much about guns, but it looked like he kept a few hunting rifles. I knew Norman hunted occasionally, but I didn't know him to be such a collector. Okay. Something dark stained on my sleeve. The sleeve, my stomach only tightened further. I think we're gonna have to look through the trash. Might be where the key is.
I think, yeah, well, we might have to.
You know, you do that in Silent Hill and no one bats an eye. Dig through a toilet in Silent Hill, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But trash? Oh no, that's too far. I'd never been to Norman's place before, at least I didn't remember even ever doing so. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Yes. I found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash pocketed it. Look at that. Where
Now
we're
you have to
going, we
pick
don't
the
need
lock.
keys.
Yeah.
Where we're going, we don't need keys.
This is why you invest in lockpick.
I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away.
No more
The
hairpin.
general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. The register was mostly empty and a fat stack. Norman has had a couple $100 laying around. And a fat stack of travel magazines.
Sat beside
It was funny to think that he had a fat stack of cash hanging out in the register.
Yeah.
The icebox seemed unplugged. It must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. Looked to be in much better shape then. What else would I be forced to endure before the end? Seeing Norman up there, dead. It turned my stomach just to think of it, but I couldn't put it out of my mind. How was he involved in all this? This was getting worse and worse. I was starting to feel incredibly vulnerable. As I stepped out into the rain, I realized how close I was to home. Hoped I would soon
Almost
find my
home.
answers. Just hang on.
I'm getting wet.
I don't want to get wet!
It's raining. I mean, come on. You're not gonna walk home in the rain? Could this night get any worse?
I don't want it to be raining outside. It was locked. This wasn't the right gate.
Oh, yes, Cavill.
This gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house.
You're okay.
This is my house.
Or at least the gate's open anyway.
True. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. The neighborhood's a local post box. The letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter?
Yes. Tamper with the mail.
There was no return address, but the envelope was addressed to Norman. Carefully, I tore it open. It's not like Norman's gonna get it. Carefully,
Yeah,
I
it's
tore
not
it
like
open
Norman cares right
and
now.
looked at the letter inside. It read, "Stay away. She's mine." That was it. No signature, no other information.
Stay away.
She's mine. I had the wrong gate. This one was locked. So
I
I'm
guess
guessing
Norman
we
didn't stay away.
we sent that to Norman because he was.
Yeah, he was trying. Yeah, he liked Rachel, and yeah.
I had entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid.
Rachel, I'm home. I mean,
Blood?
dead body of Rachel, I'm home.
I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. Do it.
Do it.
The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. Of course it was. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Was that yesterday or sometime before? The table was clean. It hadn't been used any time recently. The door to the basement, it was locked. Where had I put the damned key?
Yes, Cavill.
There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Oh, God. Yes.
May as well.
Yeah.
I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell?
That's what happens.
The front door was locked from inside. I couldn't go out, though I needed to see if Rachel was here. What if the plot twist
yeah,
is...
if you don't pay your credit card, they usually do cancel it.
What if the plot twist is this is just an episode of Friends?
How long has he been gone?
The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. I should know that. It's my house.
Yeah, this is my house, so I should have known that. But
I had found the last missing piece from my wallet. The old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyways?
Yeah.
yes,
I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away?
you killed her.
Why is this achievement called Stolen Identity?
Oh,
Our television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but by then it was too late. A hallway mirror had been smashed, its pieces scattered around the floor. My laptop had been left on, and it only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yes.
May
I
as
pocketed
well.
the key.
I also plugged my laptop in because it was almost dead. But
And I'm
you
not
know.
an animal. Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't gotten around to fixing it yet. That old house was charming, for sure, but it wasn't always easy. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. I'm sorry? It seemed impractical at times, but it was part of what made the house home. Title drop. Alrighty then. feel like we're probably almost done with this game, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more closely, it looked like the man in that house had some of the same books I did. One book in particular seemed a bit odd. I remembered owning it, but not that edition. Okay, I thought you might go on, but never mind. There was a suitcase on the bed. It was Rachel's. I remembered it from that trip we took out west. Did I open the suitcase?
Yeah.
May as well.
I wasn't sure what to make of the suitcase's contents. Inside were a few days' worth of clothes, some toiletries, and a train ticket? Where was she planning to go? This wasn't getting me anywhere.
She was gonna leave.
Because you were an alcoholic who lost his job and probably kind of a dick.
Yeah, and she was going to leave, so the two of you had a fight. Explained the broken mirror.
The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. Oh, I thought I had a key. Maybe it's not that key.
Yeah, you picked up a key, but I guess...
Try the front door? The front door was locked from the inside. I couldn't go out, though. I need to see if Rachel was here.
That's the basement, maybe?
Oh, yeah. I unlocked the basement door. Great.
And now we see the murder dungeon.
The garbage bags are stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here. Did I take the key? Yes.
Yep. Take all the keys.
I took a small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. There were old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet. What the hell? I had put this divider wall last summer, so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. Alright. Probably find that upstairs then. And that door that we're probably going to unlock now.
Yep.
The grimy key I had found in the basement unlocked the door. Nice. It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes.
Yeah.
At least it's a heavy
Probably what
crowbar.
you used to bash through the wall.
I appreciated its weight.
Yeah. This game has entered full adventure game now. Unlock this key to get this door. No, unlike this. I mean...
And a partridge in a pear tree. What? There were old Christmas decorations in the box. Did I break through the wall with the crowbar? Yes.
Yeah, break through.
Break on through. With a heave, I swung...
Break on through to the other side.
Yeah. I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole. Damn it. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down here? Was she okay?
No.
Probably not.
Probably not. You sealed her in a wall, dude.
Likely
It's
answer,
not okay.
negative. Don't look.
Like, you'll never leave.
A filthy-looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful. It made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had to come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Ooh, did we find our Rachel?
Yes.
I don't know. I would want to say yes, we have, but part of me wants to go no. Maybe.
Yeah.
But he did. He killed her.
But what would happen if you say no?
I don't know. Hit no.
Hit
Just
no.
see what happens?
What?
The rags were wet, matted, covered in dirt and grime, but inside that tattered mess was no sign of my beloved wife. Rachel wasn't there. I looked around in confusion, trying to figure out what to do next. If she wasn't there, where was she? What had I been searching for this entire time? Remember the look on Rachel's face when I came home, didn't I? Then the awful realization hit me right in the gut. I've been looking at this the wrong way, hadn't I? This is what you've been trying to tell me all along, isn't it? I couldn't find Rachel here, and I won't find her anywhere else, because she was never there at all, was she? I stumbled back upstairs, the pain in my leg just a dull ache now, and sat down in my bedroom. My mind was spinning, and the ache I felt before was near crippling. Finally, I could no longer fight the exhaustion, so as I tried to grab hold of something that would make sense of all this, I must have drifted off. So dude's crazy? Is that the ending we picked?
I guess. I mean,
I got an achievement. I like to remember things my own way. Maybe this isn't what you thought at all. What is this? It was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again, or maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower. Was I at those places before?
Yeah. No.
You word. No.
No!
This was all a dream.
No, there's no way that was me out there. I woke up in that house, remember? I wasn't off in the damn forest.
That's right. Like, no, man.
There.
All of that
was
crazy
decided.
and a dream. Rachel was fine.
Rachel doesn't exist. I guess these books were all actually mine then.
There is no Rachel. There never was.
It was all in your mind.
It was the photo of the other man and his wife that I found in that house. Were those really his wife's remains in those tunnels? It certainly seemed so. What did I think? Did the other man murder his wife and bury her in those tunnels?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Keep going. No. At this point, just no.
I couldn't be sure.
This guy has just completely swung the other way.
We spent the whole first half of the game saying yes. Now we're just saying no.
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 I couldn't be sure.
Things got too real.
He could have been another victim. After all, he was dead when I woke up.
That's right.
In the shards of that broken mirror, I could see my face, gaunt, now, hollow and sickly and immensely troubled. What other illusions had I dreamed up? What other truths were waiting to be exposed?
This is all just a dream.
The dirty, faded glass, I looked like nothing more than a faint shadow. I used to tell myself that Rachel was the one who wanted to keep the tub. When was the last time I showered? I smelled awful. There was only one set of toiletries by the sink. Huh. It was the keycard I found in the factory, the one that allowed me to slip through that door. It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's, but if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Did I think Norman was going back to the factory?
Nah. That's fine.
No. Somebody else is using that locker room. But who?
It was Rachel's locker.
But she didn't work there. The laptop
It was
finally ran out
ideal.
of power. It was ideal. The laptop had finally run out of power.
This is why you should have plugged it in, dude.
What does the cat want? Because I'm playing a
Loves
spooky
and
game.
attentions.
That's what mine wants right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just following the advice of the walls that kept saying no.
Yeah.
No.
But now must.
No.
No. It was all a dream. None of this was real. You can't prove that it was.
It was the letter I'd taken from the... Yes?
I think the kitty finally took this time to destroy Brute.
Yeah.
Rip Brute.
Kitty. It's an interesting game, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure if we would have gone yes, they would have found Rachel's body there, because everything up till that was leading up to he killed Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, I mean,
he is an alcoholic, or at least became one after he got fired. She was going to leave him.
did I kill
Did I-
Norman?
Did I kill him?
Did I kill him?
No, we didn't kill anybody.
I clearly
Norman
was
was
seeing things.
dead when we got there.
Couldn't
No, it
have.
wasn't
I
for
clearly
me.
was seeing things. Was seeing things.
What? No, no. Norman's dead. He was dead when we found him.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean,
My old office safe's out on the floor. It used a digital passcode lock. Did I try to open it? Sure.
yeah, sure.
Oh.
Safe used an 8-digit code. What's the damn code again? You know what? I see a guide right here to answer that question. I'm way too lazy to figure it out myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There'll be mad cash inside.
4R3U. 4R3UHER3. The word that stands out to me is her. Okay. 4R3UHER3. There was a poorly framed photo of what looked like to be a small headstone in a graveyard. It's tucked away peacefully under a beautifully old maple tree. Rachel died naturally. Dude's crazy. Underneath it was another sheet of paper. This looks like some kind of MRI printout. She had some kind of brain cancer?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that.
Yep. She had some kind of brain cancer. She
Yeah.
passed away naturally, well, from cancer. And dude's crazy.
Do not open until I tell you.
Find at the bottom there was a small white envelope. At the front it read, I guess this was as good a time as any to see what was inside. Did I open the envelope?
Yes.
Yep.
Tore open the envelope and removed the yellow lined paper inside. On it was a letter written in a hand that looked familiar. The letter read, I know this whole event has probably been pretty difficult. Can't imagine how hard it's been for me to, well, maybe you can. This isn't meant to be an excuse, but I hope you can better understand why I've done what I've done. Moving to this town seemed like such a dream, a quiet place to get established, to live out our lives, to be together. But you know as well as I do that things change quickly. Your drinking was one thing, but as you grew more distant, as you retreated into that world of yours, well, it was clear you didn't need me as much. In fact, maybe you never needed me at all, but it looked like it took all this to make you realize. In the end, though, you may never forgive me for this. You may never forgive yourself, but this is probably for the best. You'll be healthier for this. I'm just sorry that it had to be this way, Rachel. Okay. I surmised that at least 2 of the names in the rusty notebook had been recent victims. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose. The poor girls that I found dead in the forest. I wondered what had happened to the other names in that list, or the other ones scratched out on that desk in those tunnels. What was that other man up to?
What other man?
The one who was dead in the house?
Ah.
Seemed like we had seen all there. Seemed like I had seen all there was. Maybe, I thought. I was ready to go back into the basement. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe there wouldn't be anything for me to find, but I had to take a last look. Can I just leave? Actually, hang on. Can I just get out of here?
Yeah, just leave, not go back to the basement.
The pile of mail on the floor I now saw was addressed to me. Bills, credit card offers, a letter from the bank. They were all addressed to me. That was it. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in the house a moment longer. Did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? Oh. Do we want to go in the basement or do we want to leave?
Let's go in the basement.
Yeah.
Alright. I didn't deserve to go, not just yet. Yeah, I kind of want to see what's in the basement.
Yeah, let's see what's in the basement. I mean, if it's not Rachel's body, I mean, there's clearly a body in the basement.
It's our body. Dun dun dun. The hall's
Dun,
cranked
dun,
apart.
dun.
Been practically filled in before I bought the house. By the look of that wall, I was gonna need to fix the foundation. Everything smelled musty and old down there. Not gonna go. What?
Well, don't you have the crowbar still? What
If I was
happened?
guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? Am I guilty?
I don't.
Sure.
Took the knife and kept it firmly in my hand.
Well, I think we all know where this is going.
Yeah, we're leaving. I honestly don't. How many breakfasts had I eaten there completely alone?
Completely alone.
Must have locked the door. There was no reason to return to the backyard anyway. Guess we'll just go out the front door.
Yeah.
Can I break the wall with the knife?
I don't know. I mean, take a lot of stabbing, but in theory you could.
Nope. If it's just drywall, wouldn't really be that hard. If you got one good puncture in there, you could
Yeah.
strip it. If I still carried. Wondered, even if I left, would it really be over? So did I leave that house forever? Is there something we can do with the knife?
Try going upstairs to your room.
Turned away a warm place, I had thought. Where could that be? I don't know.
My guess would be upstairs.
Upstairs? Why would upstairs be a warm place?
It's up in bed.
Put the knife in my bed?
No, it's crawl in bed and use knife.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That was
But
the sign.
that is the direction this is going.
Well, guess what? It didn't work.
If I'm guilty,
It
I
didn't
can take care
work!
of things.
It didn't work! I couldn't interact with the bed!
I know. It's just. I mean.
You melodramatic. Oh, I'm gonna slit my wrists.
Yeah.
I just end. No! You
No.
No.
You. I'm
No.
leaving. I'm a leaving.
No, we're walking out the door.
That's this.
No.
This guy.
Look, we have established we didn't kill Rachel. We didn't kill anybody. We're getting the hell out of here.
I'm leaving.
Yep. Walk out.
I knew I needed to escape the nightmare. What about the knife I still carried? I'm wondering, even if I left, would it really be over? So did I leave that house forever? Yes.
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 We left.
Since I had arrived in town, things have been difficult. Working in the plant, though, had been good for me. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I had to start sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. Drinking was probably just a way to deal with that. It was almost as if I was trying to beat my brain at its own game. Things stopped making sense sometime after that. My memories of what happened are still in flux. Suppose that was when Rachel came along. That night had been the worst of my entire life. Would it even be possible to bounce back from everything that happened? Everything I'd seen? You know, in a way, I almost wish I hadn't even woken up tonight. It would have spared me a lot of pain. What had happened to the other man I found in that old house? Had I killed him? Is that why I was locked in that room? Or did you? After making it out of those tunnels, I thought the sewers might feel safer. I was wrong. The scary tape I watched showed someone being attacked by what looked like two people. But who was it that was attacked? You know, I didn't know who had taken my wallet, but I knew it wasn't me who had been all over town, and Normans or in that forest. I don't care what you think. I may be mad, but it wasn't me. There are plenty of other people to blame for this. Why don't you start by thinking about them instead? Just for a second, though, think about something else. Think about those poor girls I had accidentally discovered in the old forest. The notebook I had found in the woods had names in it. Names I think I saw somewhere else before. That couldn't have been me behind that, could it? I would never do such a thing to such sweet, innocent people. But anyway, Norman couldn't have been the one going back to that factory, so who else could it have been? Maybe that other man I found. Maybe it was just the guard all along. You know, you really screwed me up. I feel like I can't trust a damn thing I've seen anymore. I had to catch my breath to take it all in. At each point until the factory, things had only gotten worse. Hey, Cat. But then going to Norman's store, that's where the confusion and doubt started to set in. That's when my perspective on all this really started to change. Oh, Norman, I don't know how you got mixed up in all this, but somehow someone had you killed. My head was a mess. Everything Yankton was foggy, so I didn't know if you deserved what you got in the end. We were friends once, weren't we? Did you know about this? Did you know about what Rachel was? As painful as all that was, oh no, I couldn't bear to think about it again. After all I had seen and done, finally coming home was supposed to be the end of this entire ordeal. I had no idea, though, that it was only the beginning. The silence in the house when I had first stepped through the kitchen door, that should have been my first clue. To think that I went through all of that completely unaware of what I would discover. Did you know before the end? Did you mock me when you finally showed me the truth? You don't know what it's like to have everything ripped away from you in a heartbeat. What's up with this melodramatic nonsense? How can I possibly go on now with knowing what I do without Rachel? Even the thought of Rachel, I was truly lost. As the door swung open, I could smell damp grass and the closeness of the air. To everything, it felt like I had more questions than answers. You made me see the truth. I'll give you that. But now I was completely lost. It took away the only thing that had kept me going. I was sure word would get out, and soon enough, the police would come looking for me. What then? Would you be there to show me the way? What will I do then? What? I got
That's well, I guess that's the
Alrighty.
end.
Yeah.
another achievement I almost have is Grim Discovery. Realize your worst fears. That's Rachel being dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was if we would have said yes, and yeah, but instead we went no. That's not Rachel. We're
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see.
Watch your back.
Back.
Okay.
Alright then.
The end.
Alright, so the
And-
other achievements you can get for this: investigate an escape route, investigate potential travel plans, close call, discard deadly item, which I think is putting the handgun back in the gun safe. Grim Discovery, realize your worst fears, find Rachel dead. Eraser, end your story in the kitchen, which I think is shooting yourself. A warm place, which I think is killing yourself in the bathroom, and like it never happened, pick up nothing along the way.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that's home.
Yeah.
We got the leave and then probably get arrested ending.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want to see other endings, you can check it out for yourself. I just finished it in about 95 minutes, according to Steam. Hour and 33, so yeah, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
It's $3. So, that's of interest to you. You can see the other
Yeah.
endings.
Yep.
And that's it for today.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.